What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Seth the Line Surgeon, and today I'm gonna be doing a little mulch job. I'm gonna be doing a lot of mulch jobs this week, so y'all gonna roll with me on that. Also, I got a new toolbox, and I'm gonna tell you how this toolbox has helped me become more efficient. I'm all about being efficient, so yeah. And also, if you haven't realized by now, we back in these streets. Alright people, here's the toolbox I was talking about. I got it from Walmart for $2.70. Normally I got a whole bunch of junk in the back of my truck. I'm like OCD, I always want to be prepared, so I have spare tires and all kinds of stuff for my lawnmowers. And when I get ready to do mulch, I have to put all the junk up there. And I know you say, well, why don't you put it on your trailer? So for those who don't know, I used to do that, but what will happen is, say I got too much mulch, then I will be stuck with that mulch and have to drag it off my trailer to try to, because I got to go mow the next day. Or if I needed to mow and do mulch the same day, I couldn't, because I couldn't put mulch and my lawnmower on my trailer. So that's when I got the idea. I said, well, why don't I just start putting it in the back of my truck? But of course, because I keep all the junk in the back of my truck. Hey, that's the loader. They're loading the big boy over there. I'm just getting one little yard. But because I had all that junk in the back of my truck, then I couldn't get to, you know, and I consolidated. It was more junk than this, but I try to consolidate into what I really need. And I put the spare caster wheels, which I used one the other day, because the bearings went out on one of my caster wheels the other day. So yeah, so now I'm just sitting here chilling, waiting. I don't know if he's still loading this up. It takes a while for him to load those big trucks. So the thing I love about this place is that he got that big loader over there, right? I think it's like a 5-yard loader, and he just loads the back of your, when you got a small truck, he just loads the back of it until you tell him to stop. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna scoop all this up, and yeah, so because I got a big job with multiple yards, with multiple jobs, so let me get to it. All right, people, so this is how much I got it piled up to. Normally, I only get them to fill it up to where it's like even with the bed, and then I use my cover and cover it up so it's not blowing everywhere. But like I said, today I got multiple mulch jobs, and so I want to do all of them in one day. Let me show y'all what we're doing. So we're gonna put more mulch here. I also think I'm hedging the bushes. I have to double check. But yeah, grass is freshly cut, looking good. Put some mulch here. I actually put these stones in some years ago. She was my customer a long time ago. These stones here too. And then she recently got me to start doing her yard again. I don't cut it. They cut it. I just do the maintenance on the grass and the flower beds. So that's what we're doing. Alright people, look at this. Didn't even put a dent in it. Got it done. Around the trees. On the mailbox. Got that tree over there. And everywhere else. So I even got back there behind around the air conditioner unit. So now I have all this left. Hopefully my other jobs go this good. Alright people, this is what we got left. Just a little bit of mulch. This second job I did that tree over there. I did that tree over there, and then the whole side of the house has, let me see, got like a whole flower bed on the side of the house, all the way to the back. So I didn't think I was gonna have enough to do that, and I probably got almost enough. The only spot I got to do is like right there in front of the house. I probably got almost enough to do that because it's mostly bushes, so it doesn't have that much square footage to actually put mulch. But she wanted me to hedge the bushes as well, so I want to do that before I put the mulch down. And I would do it today, but the way my back is set up, I've reached my max amount of mulch that I can do for today. So I'm gonna head to the house and come back another day and knock that part out. All right, so pretty happy with the with this video show today. The concept of doing your mulch jobs out the truck, out the bed of your truck. I know a lot of people want to use their trailer because they're like, oh, I have to get a lot of mulch and I need to do a lot of work. I essentially did 2 mulch jobs. Mind you, they were small mulch jobs, but it allowed me to still have my equipment on my trailer. So if I'm out and about and somebody says, hey, you know, could you cut my yard? I would have still had the ability to do it and not have to come back another day. Because where that comes from, I'll tell y'all a quick story. That comes from me when I first started off. If people don't know my setup when I first started off, I had my Dodge Magnum, I had a 4x6 trailer, and I had a push mower and a weed eater on my truck. I had basically a push mower, weed eater, and a blower, and that was all the equipment I had, and gas. And so what would happen is people would come up to me and they'd be like, hey, you know, can you cut this bush down? Can you hedge this or whatever? And I wouldn't have my equipment with me. And so I said, well, I can come back Tuesday, because I was working a full-time job too. So that I had certain days I could work. And so by the time I called them back on Tuesday, they had already, oh, we got it taken care of, you know. And that used to infuriate me, because I was like, bro, I'm leaving money on the table. That's a job I could have had just because I wasn't prepared. And now it builds this person that I am today, where I always want to be prepared. If I can't completely do a job, I want to be semi-prepared to do it. Some way possible, I want to be able to do it. I got chainsaws, I got hedgers, I got, you know, whatever I need to do a job. And just doing the mulch this way on the bed of my truck, it allows me to still have the ability to cut a yard. Somebody could be like, hey, I need you to cut this soccer field right now. And I'd be like, hey, I'm there. It's gonna cost, you know, but I'm there. And so, yeah, so that's what I hope. I gotta head home. I noticed that my right trailer light is not working because the way it's wired, it goes back to my left trailer light, and then a wire goes across to the right side. And so I guess somehow something hooked onto that wire and just snapped it. So my left one works, but my right one doesn't work. I just have to get more wires and run it across. So that's why I said it's 3:30 now. I'm gonna head home, rest my back, and rewire my light. So anywho, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. Yes, sir.